Okay, guys. All right, so today the sun is still in Sag at this time. All right, I'm doing this reading at the hour of the sun. And the sun is at 29 degrees and I believe 40 minutes of Sag. All right, so later on tonight, we're going to be moving into the sun in Capricorn. The moon will be coming out of Aries and moving into Taurus. I did a reading previously. I don't remember what it's called, but it was the energy pertaining to the messages I was getting in that reading, connecting to the dates of today, specifically later on tonight. All right, I'll try to get that information and put it into the description box. All right. I have the Moonology deck here. Let's just see what comes out. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. New moon in Sagittarius, with the luck is on your side. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Down on the bottom of the deck, waxing moon cycle. All right, so this is our current energy at this time. Waxing moon cycle, the energy is gaining momentum and the moon is currently in Aries. All right, so definitely a time to take action on something. All right. Luck is on your side with the new moon in Sagittarius. That is just overall giving me the energy that we've seen here on December 12th with the new moon in Sagittarius. All right. First quarter moon just happened on the 19th in Pisces, and we're going to be moving out of mutable energy and moving into cardinal energy when this full moon in Cancer comes up. All right, so I'm seeing Scorpio's energy here, which rules over the 8th house. I'm seeing Leo's energy rules over the 5th house, and Sagittarius energy, obviously, that rules over the 9th house. Okay, so let's see here. I have two fixed signs, all right, Leo and Scorpio energy here, and then Sagittarius, which is a mutable energy. Okay. And then I have two elements of fire here. All right. Today the moon is in Aries, all right, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, fire element here. Confidence is your key to success and luck is on your side. All right, so if you're meant to take action today doing something, all right, with the moon being in Aries, all right, maybe it's time for you to just let go of some sort of negativity that's happening. All right, I'm just going to leave these out real quick. All right, the energy is definitely gaining momentum. That's what we saw on the bottom of the deck. All right, we're in the waxing moon cycle at this time. All right, and again, the sun is in Aries. I'm seeing all fire signs here. Aries, Leo, Sag. I just don't have the Aries card here. Just letting you know that the moon is in Aries. All right. So let's put that to the side. All right, let's get some. I love my Astro. I have to pull Astro. So I'm going to utilize my Astro alignment deck. All right. So yeah, guys, we're stepping officially into Capricorn season starting tonight, okay? Capricorn is ruled over by Saturn. Saturn is a planet that calls for restriction, all right, structure, discipline. It is a planet of authority, focuses in on responsibilities, all right, rules over the energy of the 10th house. It is all about career and your aspirations in life. It is divine masculine energy. Okay. Let's see what comes out here. Yep, I'm telling you. Fire element. So Aries, Leo, Sag within the moon cycles is what I just saw. That energy speaks about radiance, enthusiastic, and being dynamic. All right. Although this moon that we have in Aries is not a new moon, it's giving me new moon energy with the new moon in Leo coming out and the new moon in Sag coming out. All right, thank you. First quarter moon here. All right, it says momentum, initiative, and magnetism. So I just said we experienced that first quarter moon in Pisces. Something was gaining momentum with the Pisces energy here. All right, right before we moved into this Aries energy. Square came out, competition, tension, and disharmony. Let me actually look at the overall transits happening today. I didn't check that. All right, so square, we have, let me see. Okay. So it's giving me the moon in Taurus later on tonight. It's going to be moving into Taurus at 9:50 p.m. It's going to be squaring over to Pluto in Capricorn. All right. So some sort of competition happening later on tonight. All right. And then we have Venus that's in Scorpio's energy in opposition to Uranus and Taurus. Okay. And then we have Mercury that is in Capricorn at this time, sextile over to Saturn in Pisces. There's a lot of different transits. All right. We have the moon conjunct the North Node today. North Node is in Aries. The moon is in Aries. All right. So you could see a lot of positive energy out of today is what I'm seeing. There's a moon in, what is this? Okay, I see. So we have Mars that's in Sagittarius trining over to the moon in Aries. All right. So that could be very significant. And then we have the moon in Taurus that's going to be trining the sun in Capricorn later on tonight as well. All right. Whew, let me just finish. All right, so Equinox here. It says balance and intentions, planting manifestations. All right, so something focusing in on commitments and the shifts that are happening here. I'm seeing Leo's energy again, courageous, regal, and loyal. I'm seeing the third quarter moon here, breaking down readjustments and forgiveness. And then I'm seeing the energy of the South Node. All right, something about your past life, some sort of natural gift that you have, and then the karmic challenges that come with it. All right, so that's interesting because I have the first quarter moon that came out on the bottom of the deck and the third quarter moon. All right, I just said something about, do this way. Yeah, first quarter moon that happened in Pisces. The third quarter moon is going to be happening in, what is that, Libra. Okay, just going to leave these two together. I need to look up that Libra moon. That's going to be happening in January. All right, so on the 3rd of January is going to be the third quarter moon in Libra. All right, January 3rd. Interesting. All right, guys, I just want to pull some stuff together here. Let's see what I'm seeing. All right, obviously, us moving into Capricorn season, there is a focus moving into the winter solstice. All right, the winter solstice is what's going to be happening. Now, Equinox is out here. All right, so whatever you set your intentions on back when fall season started, which was the fall equinox, right? There's something pertaining to this overall energy here. All right. Confidence is your key to success. Luck is on your side. And the new moon in Aries message would be, it's time to take action. All right, which I said with the waxing moon cycle, the energy was gaining momentum. All right. First quarter moon has the energy of momentum. All right. It's giving me overall something that you're passionate about when I see the fire element. All right. Whatever you feel that's very like dynamic in your life. All right. You're being asked to be courageous here, to stay loyal to what you're doing. You could have some sort of natural gift here with the energy of the South Node. All right, whatever it is that you're doing here, you started this back during the fall equinox. All right, because I'm seeing Libra's energy being pointed out here. And I'm getting the same energy from that third quarter moon in Libra. All right, something that was needing to be readjusted at that time. Okay. Interesting. I'm also seeing Scorpio down on the bottom of the deck after I pulled that third quarter moon out of there. All right, and this speaks about deep, intense transformation. Scorpio is also what came out here with the full moon in Scorpio. All right, and it says it's time to release negativity. So you may have been going through some sort of transformation, all right, that was requiring you to really focusing in on your fire element for you to start taking action. Scorpio's energy is a water sign, right? It tunes into the energy of you needing to face your fears, all right, your deep emotional feelings about whatever it is that you feel that you needed to release, right? All right, so that is, it rules over the 8th house, and the 8th house has a lot to do with transformative energies, all right, emotionally. Okay. Let's see here what comes out. This is my tarot deck for the Owls. Wisdom of the Owls tarot deck. Okay. Two of Swords, the moon in Libra. Very significant to that third quarter moon energy I just said was going to be coming out. Something's going to need to be readjusted here. Okay. You're going to have to be open to forgiveness here. You could be coming up with a decision that needs to be made at that time. All right. The Two of Swords speaks about a decision needing to be made, needing to face your fears. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. You've been working on something for a long time now. All right. You've been really taking your time and doing whatever this is. All right. Okay, Spirit says there was a decision that was needing to be made for a very long time. Okay. Something that you may have separated from. All right. This card speaks about heartbreak, loss, and separation. But what this represents is the energy of Saturn and Libra. And that energy speaks about being devoted to something. All right. Thank you. Death card. Transformation. Okay. Scorpio's energy there. All right, so heavy on the Libra Scorpio energy so far. Okay. I mean, obviously we came out of Scorpio season and moved into Sag season, right? Again, out of a fixed energy into a mutable energy. All right, so not wanting to make many changes back in Scorpio season, very stubborn, very determined, very loyal to what you were doing. Moving into mutable energy, it was changes were being called for in the mutable energy, right? Things where it was asking you to be adaptable, flexible, and versatile to whatever changes were meant to happen here. All right, so there was a decision that needed to be made, and I don't feel that it was, because the Knight of Pentacles is like you've been dragging your butt on whatever this is. All right, some sort of separation. All right, transformation. Could have been a separation from Scorpio energy. I don't know what that is. All right, from an emotional energy, I'm not sure, but I'm seeing here the Nine of Cups and the Three of Wands. All right, I see Aries energy here, and I see Pisces energy here. Okay. It seems like somebody's been waiting. All right. That's what the Three of Wands is all about. All right. And this card speaks about a wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups. It's like emotional happiness, right? Emotional contentment. So you've been waiting on something, or somebody has been waiting on you to return, possibly. All right. And again, Mercury is in retrograde, right? So right now is the time for us to see relationships and people from our past partnerships and things like that coming back. All right. I believe the 23rd, Mercury will be moving into Sagittarius. And that energy right there calls for you to step back into possibly a project where you could have been learning a new language, touching base with your philosophies, your belief systems, all right? Coming together with foreign people, as well as the energy overall of your spirituality. Is kind of what I'm getting, because it rules, you know, the 9th house. All right. Let's see. Okay, so this has to do with what you do for work. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is the energy of Mars in Capricorn. All right, so something that you absolutely love to do. All right, you collaborating with specific people. All right, the transit Mars in Capricorn is going to be happening on January 4th. All right, interesting. Ace of Swords has to do with communication. Someone wanting to have a conversation with you. Could be a fire sign, Page of Wands, or conversations coming up about a specific new project being worked on. All right. So by January 3rd, January 4th, where we're going to see that last quarter moon in Libra, and where Mars is going to be moving into Capricorn, the energy is then going to be cardinal energy, right? Where you're meant to start really taking action towards something. All right. Again, Capricorn rules over the energy of the 10th house. So Mars moving into Capricorn. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. It's comfortable there. It's ready to really put in the work, right? The sun being in Capricorn, you could be very direct when trying to express yourself, or the way that you face the world is very like restrict, right? Everything laid out how it needs to be. No playing around, no games, right? I feel like direct communication. But remember, Mercury will be then in Sagittarius. It's not going to stay there for too long. It will be moving back into Capricorn once it goes direct. Okay. But it does go direct. Let me give you guys a date. Let me give you a date. Woo! All right. Mercury goes direct in Sag on the 1st. But it doesn't move back into Capricorn up until, what date is that? The 13th of January. All right. So it'll spend about 2 weeks, all right, before it hits Capricorn's energy again. All right. Beginning of the year after January 1st when it goes direct. All right. So I feel like the first 2 weeks of January are going to be very significant. You coming back together with people from the past. All right. Again, Mercury has a post-shadow phase, all right, where you still have to allow a certain amount of time after it goes direct for the energy to continue pushing forward to the following sign and to the following sign, right, so that the energy changes. So there's always a pre-shadow and a post-shadow period, all right, within the Mercury retrograde phases. Just FYI. Now, let's see what else comes out here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not rushing through this. So if I'm not speaking fast enough, which I normally do, I have received a message from Spirit saying slow down, right? I've always been so really fast with all my communication, and I've missed a lot of important details which needs to come out. All right. And again, my focus here on this channel has a lot to do with the actual astrology that's happening in current transits. All right, that's my focus. I don't just read energy. I read energy and I focus on astrology as well. All right, so Spirit says that's what makes you the star. All right. Okay. Let's continue on. All right, so far I have Libra energy here, Scorpio energy here, Capricorn, Pisces, Aries. All right. So what is this important conversation? These people need to come into collaboration. Okay. There's Mercury's energy, right? So this is Gemini, Virgo energy here. All right. But something that you have put into manifestation. And I feel that, excuse me, Equinox energy. Again, it speaks about a commitment that you made. All right. Back during that Equinox energy. Back in the fall equinox. All right. Now, again, here we're starting the summer solstice. Okay. I mean, the winter solstice. I can't get my head straight. The winter solstice. All right. With Capricorn's energy. So from Libra season, Scorpio season, Sag season, now moving into Capricorn season, whatever you have set your intentions on, whatever you try to put into manifestation is what's coming back around. All right. Notice how the Magician has the sword, the pentacle, the cup, as well as the wand. All right. Whatever you started here. And again, I'm seeing swords here. I'm seeing wands. I'm seeing cups. And I'm seeing pentacles. All right. So whatever it was that you needed to base your decision on, excuse me, Mercury's still retrograde. All right. Whatever the Two of Swords was, whatever you needed to base a decision on here, whatever you've been dragging your butt about, Knight of Pentacle energy. All right, where you have separated from something. You could have been devoted to some sort of transformation happening, Scorpio energy. You've been waiting on some sort of wish fulfillment to come through for you to come into collaboration with somebody, having a conversation, doing some sort of communicating. I don't know what it is, but Spirit says that manifestation is coming. All right. Let's see. What transits? Gemini, Virgo. All right, so we experienced the full moon in Gemini already. All right, we do have I think it's a full moon in Virgo coming up in 2024. That could be very significant because you guys got to remember the way that astrology works, the way that the eclipses work, the way that the moon cycles work. All right, moon cycles work. They travel through every single zodiac sign every 2.5 days. All right, they go from one sign to the next, every month. We step into a different energy. So it's going to be cardinal energy. All right. It starts off with like taking action. All right. Fixed energy, you sticking to the plan. And then you move into the mutable energy where, you know, whatever didn't work out needs to be released. You need to consolidate down and then you start fresh again with a new project. All right. So when I say every 3 months, meaning the seasons, all right, where we moved from Libra's energy, Scorpio's energy, Sagittarius' energy, back to this cardinal energy, here we're now meeting the Capricorn winter, solstice, all right? So planting new manifestations all the way up until we end our astrological year, meaning the winter season's done, we move back into Aries season and start fresh with a new year astrologically, with new eclipses and the whole nine. And I just mentioned earlier, or I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but the new moon solar eclipse that's going to be happening in Aries is going to be reflecting over to the solar eclipse that happened back in October, all right, on October 14th. All right, that happened with the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, which are opposing energies on the astrological chart, Aries and Libra. All right, and remember, those are where the nodes sit. The nodes are the nodes of destiny, right? So your divine life purpose opposing the energy of the South Node, where it speaks about your natural gift, some sort of karmic challenge, or whatever it is that you were, doing here. All right, so, see what I'm saying? How my mind starts going? Just saying. All right, so whatever this manifestation was, all right, maybe it's time for you to make a decision. Did that work out for you, right? Maybe it's time to move on to the next thing. Maybe you've been really dragging your butt. Maybe you haven't seen some sort of results or something. Maybe you need to separate from something and end that so you can start something new, something else that's a wish fulfillment for you, something else that you can start collaborating with that could be pertaining to a conversation, some sort of communication coming in, some sort of message, or maybe spirit's going to come to you with a message. You know, pay attention to your dreams, whatever. All right. But I'm seeing heavy fire element here. All right. So cardinal energy being very significant overall when I see Aries energy coming out. All right. We do have a full moon coming up in Leo in January. I think it's on January 28th, 25th. January 25th. All right. We'll be moving into that that fixed energy. All right. You could have been experiencing lots of tension as well with all the transits that have been happening. Something's telling me look at the square. All right, square is when, let's say, two of the same modality are touching base in a transit. All right, so say the moon is in, new moon happened in Sag. All right, and squaring over to say, what is it? Neptune in Pisces, right? Because Sagittarius and Pisces are two mutable signs, is what I mean. All right. So I always check the transits every day. I check where the moon is. I checked what's happening overall in the astrological chart, right? There could be trines, sextiles, squares, but whatever this is, seems to have been tension here. All right. And I feel it's because we were going through a mutable moon cycle. All right. I feel that's what, and then you're going to notice the shift as well, because again, coming out of mutable energy, where it started off with that full moon in, what was it? No, it started off with the last quarter moon in Virgo. All right, last quarter moon happened in Virgo. Then it was the new moon in Sag. Then we had the first quarter moon in Pisces. And then we'll be having that, how you call it, the full moon. All right, coming up. Did I say that right? Full moon in Gemini, third quarter moon in Virgo, new moon in Sag, first quarter moon in Pisces, all mutable energy, now transferring over to cardinal energy with the full moon in Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. It's like, get your mind right. All right. So again, guys, this is happening every 3 months. We go through all of these modalities, and it makes changes when it comes to the overall season that we're stepping into. Okay. So let's see. What's manifesting here? Wow. You see what I'm saying? Spirit said, you see now what? Now you see why you're tired now, right? This card represents the last decan of Sagittarius this season. You are overwhelmed, you are overworked, you are overbooked, right? Meaning you've been focusing and working so hard that it's time for you to take a break, right? This energy is Saturn in Sagittarius, all right? Whatever you do, whatever you find a sense of fulfillment with, all right, within Sagittarius energy, you got to remember it has to do with something that you feel is like a sense of adventure and freedom for you. All right, because Sagittarius energy is one that loves to discover things, right? You could be carrying a lot on your shoulders at this time, and the Spirit's telling you it's time for you to rest, right? Winter solstice speaks about you harboring in whatever you can to consolidate your overall energy so that when Aries season comes, which is in the next 3 months, you start off fresh with new ideas, with new manifestations, and you having enough energy to take action with those. Because next year, if you're doing spiritual work, and now this is what my new projects are going to be about, is explaining how all of the transits that are happening next year and all of the outer planets that are going to be transiting into new signs are going to be having so much to do with the overall energy collectively. All right, Pluto and Aquarius moving into another sign, generational planet. I mean, it takes over 20 years for that to move into another sign, right? And it's going to be dipping in and out of Capricorn and Aquarius's energy, right? Then we're going to be having Jupiter transiting into Gemini. We're going to be having new eclipses happening this year, where last year, well, not last year, I'm speaking of like we're in 2024 already, but what I'm saying is we had like Mars's energy opposing Venus's energy, so the divine feminine and the masculine kind to like going against each other, right? Now we're going to be stepping into a little bit more of that energy of the Aries and Libra oppositions, but we're now stepping into Pisces energy as well. So utilizing imagination, creation, self-expression, and new love, right? Where, why am I still holding this? You see what I'm saying? It gets like, my mind is so expansive at this time, where it's like I've learned so much knowledge that I want to share with you guys. But Spirit is saying right now, slow down. You're carrying so much on your shoulders. You're trying to do too much. Right now is a time for you to really focus on, you know, bringing that energy within. Utilize the energy to heal yourself, all right, from everything you've been through. Wow. I see the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This energy is the moon in Aquarius. All right. I've been studying my book for a very long time, guys. I want to share something with you. I love this Oracle of the Radiant Sun because it gives me overall the characteristics of every sign and the planet that rules that sign and, you know, things like that. But the moon in Aquarius card, it speaks about independence. It speaks about freedom. It speaks about working independently, right? Aquarius' sign, they're so eccentric and so intelligent, and it's like you utilize your mind so much and it keeps going and going and going and going, but you have to use it in a very strategic way. So notice how this card here is leaving the Two Swords behind, which is the very first card that came out, right? And taking the rest and flying away with it. But here's the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords here. That's, where is it? Which way? Okay, it's lying down, right? You see it? That came out. And then here is the energy of the Two of Swords, all right, which we see is being left behind, all right? Crossroads, you needing to make a decision. Did whatever this manifestation happened work out for you? Are you gaining improvement? Are you going to continue putting some sort of work mentally into this, all right? And you're just going to take away all the stuff that didn't work and just bye, right? That's what Spirit is asking you to do. Release the overload mentally so that you can consolidate that energy to use it for what's coming up next. All right, when these transits change, this major transits going crazy right now, right? We got, again, Pluto in Aquarius. We're gonna have Venus direct all year. Venus does not retrograde this year, all right, but Mars retrogrades this year, all right. Venus went retrograde in Leo, all right. Leo rules over the 5th house. All right. So back in the summer of 2023, we experienced Venus in Leo retrograde. It had a lot to do with pertaining to where, you know, it touches base in your overall chart. But Leo's energy rules the 5th house. It rules over, you know, your creativity overall. That's what it is, because Venus is of creativity and love. And then the 5th house speaks about your self-expression. All right, your creativity, what brings you joy, happiness, contentment. All right, it also speaks about children. So anything that you tried to birth new was being tested at that time, and you didn't even know it. So throughout all of this time, right, from back in the summertime, summer solstice time, here you started a new manifestation when you stepped into what? The fall equinox. All right, now that we're hitting the summer solstice, whatever happened, look at this. Where is it? Right here. Back during this specific time, from Cancer season, Leo season, Virgo season, now we're seeing the changes happening to that. Why? Because we're here. All right. Heading into this energy here, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces energy. I hope this is making sense, guys. I try my best to explain it. But what I'm saying is, the way that the universe works, it works in seasons. And that's why I love, where is it? Let's see the sickle deck. This deck here speaks about the seasons. So I'll pull a message at the end before I get done with this reading, so we can pull overall what's happening here. But again, this book here, if you work on astrology, is really important for you to know what the transits mean, because it shows overall the energy, all right, and what's happening. So this card, again, specifically speaks about the moon in Aquarius, independence. All right. It speaks about working with your intelligence. All right. Strategy. It speaks also about having interest in astrology. All right. So very significant overall to what I'm working on here. Interesting. I have weird like notifications coming up, guys. I'm sorry. So again, strategy, very significant here. All right, let's continue on. This is getting interesting. All right, so whatever you feel is burdening you physically, mentally, is what you need to release right now. As I see the 10 of Wands, which again, this is us stepping out of this last decan here of Sagittarius season. I said in the beginning of the video, we were at 29 degrees and 40 minutes of Sagittarius season. Later on tonight, we transit into the sun in Capricorn. All right, let's see right now. Yep. All right, very significant. Let's see. And I feel that's the message Spirit's trying to come through here, specifically with the first quarter moon and third quarter moon. What has been gaining momentum for you and what needs to be readjusted and broken down so that you can move forward from that. All right. 9 of Wands. All right. I feel overall you've gone through enough. You've fought enough. All right. This energy is the moon in Sag. All right. So that's what we just experienced, that new moon in Sag. And the first quarter moon in Pisces. All right. Whatever didn't work out for you pertaining to 9th house energy when it comes to your spirituality, to foreign travel, to some sort of philosophy that didn't work out. All right. Something that feels overwhelming to you. All right. And anything pertaining to Pisces energy is your imagination, whatever you put your intention on working out for you, whatever you started creatively, some sort of, it could be love, right? Utilizing your imagination in a way. Is whatever you doing working out for you or not? All right, because here we are, second decan of Sagittarius season and 10th decan. You know what this is. Spirit's saying you know what this is. Now you're overwhelmed. Release it. All right, that's what Spirit's saying. Now you're overwhelmed. All right, let's see. Yep. The moon card. What's on the bottom? What did I say was coming up? The full moon in Cancer. All right. I pulled that card earlier. I was doing like a pre-shuffle. Full moon in Cancer's card speaks about a personal issue coming to resolution. All right. Wow. All I had to do was this. Look. I'm telling you. Full moon in Cancer card. It says a personal issue reaches resolution. It says here, things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around. So tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or a private issue will soon come to a head and that it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. It may be best to move towards what you want in your sideways manner. Okay, so it says to meditate to soothe heightened emotion. Okay, so meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Stop sulking. And have you had enough family time lately? All right. So heavy emphasis on family coming up. I mean, obviously, this full moon in Cancer happens on December 26th. I believe December 25th is Christmas Day, right? So it's a time to spend time with family at this time. Release the heavy burdens. It's time for you to come back together with family. All right? Ace of Cups, the moon. I'm getting the moon in Cancer. It's a water sign. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. All right? This could be a new house coming in. Because I'm seeing moon in Cancer, right? This is giving me Cancer's energy. And then I see this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles could be a new car, a new house. Just something tangible. Like you holding, like keys maybe. All right. Yeah, see, Four of Swords, I was getting the energy of needing to heal. All right, rest and rejuvenation. All right. That is Jupiter and Libra's energy. Something's being offered to you. Whatever it is, it's practical and emotional, and it has something to do with the energy of the moon. All right, this is feminine energy. Again, we just read that. Feminine energy being very significant. All right, with the full moon that's coming up in Cancer. All right. Feminine energy, it rules over the energy of the fourth house, of home, of comfort, of protection, of family, of, I say it involves children as well, but it has a lot to do overall with what I was saying with the overall message. It's about you pulling back in your energy, all right, so that you can rest and rejuvenate your overall emotions and get ready to start taking action come Aries season. All right, when we hit the spring equinox. All right, because that's when we're really needing to start taking action. And I'm seeing heavy Leo energy here, Sag energy here. I said the moon was in Aries today. I'm seeing the fire element here. All right, you've been very courageous throughout this whole time and very loyal and dedicated to whatever it was that you were doing here. And it's been a challenge, South Node. All right, it's been a challenge. All right, North Node is in Aries, right? So a lot of attention to focus on self as well. All right. And the South Node is in Libra, so that has to do with your relationships, all right, your partnerships, your contracts. Whew, okay. All right, guys. I just threw the Ace of Pentacles back in. I didn't mean to, but if it's meant to come back out, then it will. So I normally leave them out. All right, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Six of Swords and the Two of Wands. Okay. The Two of Wands is the energy of Mars and Aries. Again, this is giving me spring season. All right. And here we have Mercury in Aquarius. This card asks you to detach. All right. You are in a process of transition right now. All right. You're going to be feeling like you need to move away. You could be traveling, all right, to across seas possibly. I don't know. Whatever this is. All right. This could be a new project that you're working on with the Two of Wands. Aries energy is basically like a new creative project. All right. And again, the Two of Wands can also be seen as a decision needing to be made. Okay. I don't know. I'm seeing Aries and Aquarius' energy here. When I see that energy, I'm thinking of Uranus because it rules over the energy of the Fool card. Aries and Aquarius coming together. Uranus' energy. It's giving me overall taking a leap of faith. Taking the risk on moving forward with what you're working on. And if that's not working, stepping into the new. Right? Uranus goes direct January 27th of 2024. And that's going to be in Taurus. All right. Taurus rules over the energy of the second house, which has a lot to do with finances, has a lot to do with your overall self-esteem. It has to do with possessions. It has to do with creativity. All right. So very significant. And next year is going to be a year of creativity. Trust me. I've been doing the astrology on it. It's heavy on creativity. And a lot to do with spiritual work with Neptune and Pisces. All right. It's getting into its last degrees of Pisces, all right, within these next couple years, the next 2 or 3 years before we move Neptune into Aries, where there's going to be a focus on self. Okay. So guys, real quick, I've done a lot of transformation within myself. I think it's a great idea for the drugs and alcohol to stop at this time. All right. And for you overall to be focused a lot more on your health. All right. And that's not even just your mental health. It is your mind, your body, as well as your overall spirit. So whatever it is or whoever it is that you believe in, all right, spirituality is going to be heavy next year. Just saying. Okay. 1 second. And I feel that because of where the nodes are right now, Aries and Libra nodes, it's a reflection and opposition within self and relationships, okay? And this could be within anything, what you do for work, the relationships that you have romantically, the partners that you know, those who you collaborate with, those communities of people that you associate with, whatever, all right? You could see a lot of changes happening in what you want to do for work, all right? Career changes, things like that. Just, it's crazy, all right? But what we're going to now start experiencing is in 2025, the nodes will change again. And the nodes will be in the opposition of Pisces and Virgo. Pisces rules over what? The 12th house, the energy of your subconscious, your imagination. It has a lot to do with your creativity and love, okay? But it is the house of the unknown, so it has a lot to do with spirituality, all right? Jupiter energy, Neptune energy, all right? Expansion and growth when it comes to your overall spiritual journeys, all right? Virgo's energy, it goes over the energy of the 6th house, you being organized, all right? Very detail oriented, very focused overall on your health, your mind, body, your spirit, all right? Coming into equilibrium within that energy, being of service to others, all right? The importance of pets could be very significant, being that Pluto's moving into Aquarius, where Pluto is the planet of transformation. You're going to seeing a lot of people wanting to be in the energy of independence and working alone, all right? Aquarius's energy is very inventive, so everybody's going to have their own ideas. How can we all come together as unity to share those ideas, but work independently is what I'm trying to get at, okay? So I feel like a lot of people are going to be fighting anxiety, depression, stress, all right? Issues within the family dynamics, because right now we're experiencing all of the breakups and the separations within our family dynamics, all right? I'm experiencing it, guys. Like, I can just, this is my testimony, right? I'm telling you what I see. I'm telling you what's here, what I know, all right? Crown chakra been illuminated, all right? I've seen things that I wasn't supposed to see. All right. And I can't take my eyes off of it now. It's like it's got me going. Right. So release whatever is negative. I feel like I'm. Sorry. Oh, all right. I'm done. I'm on the right path here. All right. I gotta wrap this up. All right. I'm gonna do energy deck because Spirit's like just. Whoo. Just listen to what I'm saying, guys. Get yourself prepared for a creative project that's gonna keep you focused in on your accomplishments, whatever it feels like you want to, you know, if you want to start a new business online. Again, I've talked about, you know, Jupiter in Gemini and, you know, all of the transits coming up. Again, I will spill more into that information coming up in my readings in 2024. I'm working on it now. All right, guys. But, yeah, overall, the changes that are happening now are for the greatest good of all, obviously. Getting everybody back on their paths of self, focusing on self, all right, and building strong foundations at the same time, all right? And those that are, thank you, Spirit, those that are not supposed to be in your energy, walking away, all right? And stepping into other opportunities. I can't make this shit up, all right? There's adjacent doors being opened for you, all right? And it's time for you to walk away what no longer serves you. This message has been coming out for I don't know how long. All right, what else do we have here? See? Whoever broke your heart, you're gone. All right, gone. And you're utilizing the energy of your intelligence to push forward. The thinking woman, it's giving me the energy of Pallas Athena, All right. I made a joke the other day to one of my friends and I said, call me Jastina, because I'm utilizing the energy of my intellect, right? On how can I push forward and make myself a better person. All right. The thinking woman. All right. Just, it speaks of you being very intelligent. Wow. During the romance. And I feel like you moving forward in that energy is going to attract the romance that you're looking for, right? What did I say? We're going to be experiencing the eclipses that happen. Look what happened. I'm just going to explain it real quick. Scorpio in opposition to Taurus, the two eclipses that happened back in April and Scorpios. Oh, I can't say. April and October. All right, we had the eclipses. That's Mars energy, Aries and Scorpio. All right, April 20th and May 5th, Scorpio's energy. All right, masculine energy. It opposed the energy that just happened back in October on the 14th and the 28th, Libra and Taurus, Venus's energy, masculine and feminine, needing to come into balance. If that didn't work out, what we're going to be experiencing again this year coming up is going to be Aries and Libra, self and relationships. All right. It's going to be, again, a little bit more of the masculine, feminine energy, but then we're going to be dipping into Pisces energy. What is Pisces energy? It is romance. It is love. Who is meant to be in your life? Who's going to come? Things are not happening fast. The focus needs to be on you right now and what it is that you're trying to strive for, because that's you building your own firm foundation. All right, before you can bring someone else into your energy. That's what it's saying. Whew. My heart is racing right now. Okay. Yeah, see? I'm telling you. The guardian in the gate. Stop holding yourself back. Get out that gate and get going, right? Step outside is what it's saying. All right. Step outside. That's what it's asking you to do. Okay. All right. One off of the manifestation moonology deck and I'm out of here. I promise. I'm at 52 minutes. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right. I ain't even roll my astro dice. I don't even know who this reading is for. I don't even know what I'm going to name this reading, but Jesus. Okay. See? Last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less and feel more. Pisces energy is going to be very significant coming up. And there's so much happening in Pisces next year. So many huge transits, all right? Auspicious transits at that. Some challenging, but if used creatively with this overall energy, there's going to be so many, I can't even, my glasses are all fogged up. So many great opportunities right now when it comes to overall utilizing the energy of your emotional state. All right. So again, trust me, guys. I know. Work with the moon cycles. Go get you a moonology deck and it'll teach you all about it. Work with the moon cycles and you'll know how to utilize this energy. It's saying talk less and feel more. I just said my heart was racing. What makes your heart race? Right? What and who makes your heart race? That's what you need to go towards. Your own intuition is telling you what makes you happy. What's your victory here? All right. And whatever doesn't make your heart race, this is what the Spirit's asking you to do. They already showed you what this was. Whatever broke your heart, walk away from it. There's other opportunities and doors opening up for you. All right. Utilizing your mind and being in the energy of love is going to give you your victory. All you need to do is step outside the gate. Wow. Crown chakra down on the bottom of that one. All right. I'm telling you. You know what this is. And you know that whatever doesn't serve you is moving on out. Wow. Full moon in Aquarius. Be real on the bottom of the deck. All right. So Aquarius and Pisces seasons coming up could be very significant, guys. Next 2 months is solely a focus on yourself. Be real. All right. It's all about you talking less and what makes you emotionally happy. What is your literally, what is inspiring you to move forward? All right. Aquarius and Pisces season, very significant. All right, guys, I love you. I'm leaving the reading there.